Hey, welcome back everyone. Trina Martica here. So the last video I was talking about how I changed my skincare routine, and I said I was going to do a video on what I do first thing in the morning. So I have already pre-washed my face and I wanted to show you all the products that I use. I'm going to do a little demonstration as to what I do first thing in the morning. So I have nothing on my face at all. All I've done is wash it. And I started with using Paula's Choice. So this is great. It's a pore normalizing cleanser. And what I love about this is, let me bring it a little closer so you can see. It's a gel. It's an acne fighting cleanser, which is great for me because I suffer with acne. As you can see, I've been breaking out. I still have a lot of redness on the face. That's because I just washed the face. So this particular cleanser actually removes a lot of excess oil. And what I like about it is it's very light. It's not a heavy cleanser. I like the way it lathers, and I like the way that it leaves the face just feeling nice and fresh. So I start with this and I do 2 cleanses. Because I have acne oily skin, I have to do 2 cleanses, especially with the actives that I use at night. So the next morning, I always have to do 2 cleanses. So like I said, I start with this. So I've already done that. Now, the second step is I use an ice roller. Now, these ice rollers are great, but like, oh my God, I have to like work myself up to it. So what I like about these is that it's great for the face and also for the eyes. Now, this is really good for like the skin, especially like if you suffer with like puffiness, because like I get a lot of puffiness, especially like in the morning when I first wake up, especially around the eyes. But it also helps with like less breakouts. It helps to also tighten the skin, like the skin feels firmer after a while. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I do, right? So, so I just go up all over the face, and I do this for a few minutes every morning. I go all over. I also make sure I get the neck, because the neck is the place that you see like the first signs of aging. So I go ahead and I make sure I roll up, always go upwards, because you know skin starts to sag. And I do this every morning. The other thing is because the eyes, I like to use these ones. These are specifically called the Allegra Magic Globes. And I started with using these when the Magic Globes first came out, and then I moved on and I bought the ice roller. But I use this mostly around the eyes, and this is really good for, let me make sure I get the side that has the cool. This is really good for like the eyes. It helps to depuff the area. For those of you who get puffiness on the eyes and like dark circles, this is really good. I know a lot of girls who say that this works. This is also good to use in like this area for the nose. You could, like I said, you can use it all over. It's just that I prefer to use the ice roller because it covers more. And this one in particular, I just really use it for the eyes, right? So I do this a few times until, you know, I keep them in the freezer. So obviously, you know, once you take them out, they start to melt really fast. So I try to get to it as quickly as possible. So I do this, and I do it, like I said, all over. And this is supposed to help, like I said, with, you know, less breakouts, because I've been breaking out a lot recently. So that's step number 2. So my third step, well, actually what I do is I give the face a break. In between each, I tend to give the face like 5 to 10 minutes just so it has a breather. So we're going to go ahead and do that. All right. All right, so once the face has dried and we've given it a few minutes just to kind of, you know, settle itself down, I move on to the third step, and that is Paula's Choice Pore Reducing Toner. So what I like about this is that it has niacinamide, and it also, let me bring it a little closer for you, it reduces your pores and refreshes the skin. So I go ahead and I use one of the little cotton balls, whatever you have that's close to hand. I use cotton pad, and I used to like swipe up, but I stopped doing that. What I do is I just gently press it into the face, make sure I'm getting it all over. I tend not to put these things on your eyes because your eyes are extremely sensitive. So I just go ahead and do this all over. Make sure I get the neck as well, right? So once I've done the toner, I give it a couple of minutes to breathe. Like I said, another 5 to 10 minutes. And I let that just set in. All right, so once that has gone ahead and set in, I go ahead onto the next step and I pay attention to the eyes. So like I told you before, I suffer with bags, and I found this one. It's 100% coffee bean caffeine eye cream. I like this. I've tried a lot of different ones before, and I really did not like how they worked. So what I do with this is I just go under the eye. I use this finger and I just gently get in there and swoop on the inside to just kind of help those puffiness. And I do this. I know there are a lot of people that don't believe in eye cream, but I found that this one has worked for me. And for those of you who don't know, the muscle runs all the way up here. So if you want, you can go up. I know some people go all around the eye. I tend to really just focus in on the inside. I mean, underneath the eye. Like I said, if you want, you can go up. And so I do that. And I let that set in again for another 5 to 10 minutes. So what I love about this one, by the way, this particular eye cream, is that the company 100% Pure, they are all about pure ingredients. So they're cruelty-free, they're gluten-free, and they're non-toxic. And like I told you before, I was suffering with like allergies and acne. And so I really needed to be careful what I was putting on my skin. And this was recommended to me. And what I like about this particular product is that it really does depuff the eyes, and it also helps to increase the circulation, and it brightens dark circles for those of you who have dark circles. So like I said, 100% pure coffee bean caffeine eye cream. This is what I use, and I use this morning and night. All right, so next step, fifth step is CeraVe moisturizing cream. Now, I'm that girl. I do not like to put a lot of products on my face. I'm the type of person, I just like to wash my face and put one product on. I have to include like a toner and a moisturizer and then an SPF to really help to balance out my skin. So this one in particular, I like this because it's got ceramides and it's got hyaluronic acid. And this is really light. It's not greasy. It doesn't leave your face feeling greasy. So I use this every day. You really don't need a lot. I use like this much, and I just dot it on all over the face. I even put it on the neck. And then what I do is I make sure that I get it, like I said before, sweeping up. And if you want, you can like pat it in. And like I said, for those of you who have oily skin, this is great because your face will feel really nice. And like I said, it doesn't leave it greasy at all. So what I do is I leave this for another 5 to 10 minutes. The thing is that if I'm inside the house and I'm not going anywhere, then that's the last step. I don't put anything else on my face. But if I'm going outside, I have to make sure that I put on an SPF, and I specifically look for one that is oil absorbing. And the reason why I do this is because with putting on the moisturizing cream before, what I will do is I tend not to leave the house for maybe another hour or 2 hours, and that gives all the other ingredients a chance to really set in, so that when I'm leaving the house, I go ahead and I use Cetaphil. And this one has been highly recommended. Honest truth is I've tried so many, okay, so many sunscreens, and I don't like them for several reasons. Number one, you end up finding that it leaves your face extremely greasy. Some of them leave your face white, like they have like this white cast on your face. Or as soon as you go out the house, you're sweating and it's like, and you can see the lines coming down your face. So I found out about this one from Dr. Vanita Rattan. For those of you who don't know about her, she's a chemical formulator. She has a skin clinic in London, and she is amazing. What I like about her is that she only focuses on people with skin. She does skin of color, which I think is great. And she knows all about the products and the ingredients that go into the product, which I find to be very important, because we are sold on like products every day. And people are saying, oh, you should use this and you should use that. But a lot of the times these products don't work for people who have, skin of color. So when she started talking about this for people who have oily acne skin, I was like, oh, that's perfect. This is what I need. So like I said, before I leave the house, I use this. And what I like about it, like I said, it's oil absorbing, but it also has sunscreen. It's a broad spectrum SPF 30, which is perfect. So I tend to use this nearly every day when I leave the house. And like I said before, it is non-greasy. It absorbs oil, which is perfect for my skin. So like I said, again, tiny amount, I go ahead and just dot that all over. Make sure I get even on the neck. Like I said, this is where you start to see signs of aging. And I go ahead and just get that all rubbed in. Of course, I sweep up and then I do the cutting. Make sure it's all in. Same thing with down below. Now, if I'm wearing short sleeves, sometimes I'll put them on the arms. I'll make sure I rub whatever is excess on the hands. Again, this is where you also see signs of aging. So that is my daily skincare routine, and I love it. I don't use a lot of products. I really do try to take care of my skin, especially because, like I said, I've been breaking out and I have oily skin. And so this is what I do on a daily basis. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. Join me the next few days. I will be talking about my nighttime routine, and then I will also show you what I do when I'm using the Retin-A, which is another routine that I do. I only tend to do it like maybe once or twice a week, so I'll also be showing you that. And I will also be talking more about like skincare, hair. I have a lot of hair care products, and I will just be talking to you about anything that's going on in my life. So I look forward to, talking to you about everything, and stay tuned for more videos. Don't forget to comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have oily acne skin like me, what products you use, which ones have worked for you, which ones did not work for you. Go ahead and like and subscribe so that you can get up-to-date information on everything that's going on with me in my life. All right. So Trina Martica here. Thanks for joining. Bye.